Can you hear me? Hello? Do we have audio? It's 1 p.m. What are you doing? It's 1 a.m. actually. Well, it's 12:33 a.m. Can you hear me? I don't know if you can hear me. I'm sort of. You can hear me. Ooh, yeah. All right. Yes, we have ASMR audio. We don't. This is new. This is a new sort of experience for me, and so I hope it's not weird. If it's weird, you don't have to stick around. That's totally okay. See, I got the. I better turn up the volume to the max then. All right, so we're gonna clean a few games today. I don't remember where ASMR time for the sub horn. Good thing I've got that all disabled. Thank you, John. Just a little late, for you to be up. Yeah, this is all stuff that I've been trying to put this together for a little bit, so I finally got everything in a position that I like it. So we're gonna try and do this, and see if it works. If it doesn't work, that's okay. So I don't remember where I left off with the game cleaning before, when we used to do this. So we're just gonna. I picked the spot, and we're gonna get started. So this is SimCity, a huge favorite of mine. Everybody knows that. I remember my mom used to sit there and watch me play this and just be amazed. And John knows. John's here. He knows how much I like this game. I, through some crazy means, managed to get everything for it. I need to switch to my mobile app for audio. Oh, I apologize. If that has anything to do with me, then I apologize for that. SimCity, the game you refused to turn the console off for. John, do you remember? I'm sure I told this story before. Do you remember how I used to make sure that it stayed on? This is awkward, by the way, because the way my mic is set up, I'm reaching around a microphone arm. What I would do is I would set my town up to just basically to be up and running and making money every year, and then I would unplug everything except the power, and I would stick it in a drawer so that my mom wouldn't see the red light on the Super Nintendo and then turn it off. And then I'd come home after school. Yeah. I would turn the TV off. I would turn everything off. I would unplug everything except the power. I would stick it in a drawer. And then I would go to school. And I'd come home, and my city had a whole bunch of money. By the way, once again, your cleaning streams are the reason I own all the tools to open and clean my own. Make sure my games are legit. Well, you should always have one of these bits. I recommend everybody. They make them that look like screwdrivers and stuff, but you should always have one just to open, especially if you're a collector. Always have one. Whoa, what's this? Sims Mage Minion, what's going on? This is ASMR game cleaning, where, nice low volume, just, it's late at night or early in the morning, depending on where you live. So we get to see the insides of Super Nintendo games and clean them up. Some of these, like I said, some of these are probably super duper clean already, because I don't remember where I left off cleaning them before, but we'll do them again anyway. I would say 3 streams in one day, but it's technically tomorrow, or this would have been 3 streams today. Okay. Put this down a little bit. 91% alcohol. That's the good stuff. It's gonna evaporate really fast anyway. All right, so you got. I'm gonna take a little bit of fabric here. Is what we're gonna do. Not fabric, like paper towel. You're gonna dip, and then wipe off the excess. So how's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody's having a good night, nice and relaxed. Just watching your AC stream from this morning. Oh yeah. You know what we did? We did that, and we also played what do you call it? Them's Fighting Herds, which is a fantastic fighting game. I'm getting better at it too. All right, so we're good here. We're all right. Again, some of these are probably going to be really clean, just because we did these before. I think. I don't remember where we left off. All right, so like the inside's clean. Yeah. Couldn't sleep, get the notification you were live, and here I am. All right. Well, I'm glad everybody's here. I wasn't sure. I figured there'd be like 3 people here. Just like, oh, whatever. I'm here. Greg's on. Why not? Glad I managed to join this stream. I'm AGM. I'm glad you're here. I'm always glad you're here. I'm always glad everybody's here. Always makes me feel good seeing everybody here. I feel like I've been doing this for 2 years now. 2.5 years I've been streaming. But now more than ever, it's definitely nice to feel like there's some companions here. We're all hanging out. Be interested in seeing how to clean an N64 cartridge or a Genesis cartridge. I believe the N64 cartridge is the same size bit. Is it just me, or is Greg's voice a little hard to hear even for ASMR standards? Well, my microphone is not super great. Here, we'll give you a little ASMR crinkle. My microphone is not actually an ASMR microphone. Oh, your voice sounds so different when you let's play. I'm also speaking very low. It's very late at night, and I'm very low energy, I guess you would say. Not in a bad way though. Not like I'm not sleepy right now. Yeah, Genesis carts use the bigger bit. Okay. I'm not sleepy right now, but I'm always very sort of like running at half power. Once you pass like 11 o'clock at night, I'm like half power. Linky, what's going on? Hopefully everybody's doing okay though. It's 1 a.m. It's not 1 a.m. yet. It's not 1 a.m. yet. Let me put these paper towels somewhere. I got a roll of paper towels here. We're actually cleaning some pretty awesome games today. We'll probably only be here for like an hour or so. Although, to be honest, I'll probably stop the ASMR stream and then start again and play Them's Fighting Herds. Oh, this is SkyBlazer. This is one of the 2 games that I bought from a closing store called Video Update. They were like a rental place and they closed, so they got rid of all of their stuff. They did this stupid clamshell thing, right? Where it's like they would cut the boxes to be put into these clamshell boxes. So this is all I have of the box. I have the same for Dracula X. I have the same setup. I'm more interested in it because of the fact that I never really seen a cleaning of them. I figure it's about the same, but it's something. Well, I believe the N64 cartridges have a little bit extra. There's some extra stuff in there. SkyBlazer manual. This is one of those weird games that no one ever really heard of, but for some reason it's like pricey. This is the receipt for it. I paid $5.99. Yeah, I paid $5.99 for this game. You can see that right there. I also paid $5.99 for my Dracula X. It's one of my favorite games that I have, as far as the collection goes, simply because I paid $5.99. Rocky Bear, what's happening? How you holding up? I'm holding up well enough. I'm getting by. Just, takes effort. You know what I mean? N64 games have an extra metal frame holding the chip that needs a small Phillips to remove. Oh, okay. I knew there was something extra in there. See, if I had a real ASMR mic, you'd be able to hear all of the clicky clack. Put that off to the side, and that's it's so clean. I really am pretty sure I cleaned all of these already. Yeah, I don't know if I feel like, oh no, that can use a little bit of cleaning. What do you think of the added SNES and NES games they announced? I think that they're good games. I think that it's still kind of frustrating that they haven't added some of the basic, quote unquote, SNES games. There's no Donkey Kong Country. There's no Chrono Trigger. It's so weird that they're missing so many of these. Oh yeah, that was dirty. I've done this because you have to actually remove it to see the board, which I once got a refund because I found a fake Mario Party 3. Oof. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, but I think they're good games. I think they're good. I mean, we'll talk about it more on the Silver Lining, but I think they're good SNES games. They're just weird sort of choices. Why is seeing you clean game carts make me want a cheeseburger? I don't know. Is Autumn, is cheeseburger like your comfort food? Is that like maybe I'm making you so relaxed? The board didn't even say Nintendo on it. It was okay. I found TMNT Turtles in Time when someone threw it out in their trash. My friend cleaned the game and it works. Of course. We need more game consoles for Switch Online. We do, and at the same time, I would rather just have more freaking games for the consoles we have. I'm not gonna go too hard onto this because I don't want to mess the label up. Yeah, see, I don't want to mess it up too much. Also, I love the satisfying feeling when a game is all cleaned and you pop it in and it works instantly. Yeah, I didn't set up to test the games. That's one thing that we used to do. So I didn't set up the systems to test the games or anything. I just, the volume would have been too much anyway. Trying to do everything nice and mellow here. Nice and mellow. We're not typically an ASMR channel. So, we're still new to everything. We'll see if it takes off. We'll do ASMR system cleaning. How about that? We'll take a system apart and then we'll just ASMR listen to that. Whoosh. Put that back in the box. Get in the box. Get in the box. Hey, Granite Mac, what's happening? Hope you're doing well this evening. I'm doing okay. How are you doing? Oh, good Lord. There we go. That was rough. game's ready to go. Yeah, console cleaning's tough because that's a lot of taking the system apart. So I question whether or not I would do that. This is SoulBlazer. This is part of the what they call the Quintet trilogy. It was I always forget the first Illusion of Gaia. It was Illusion of Gaia, and then it was this, and then it was Terranigma, which is a game that never came out officially in the U.S. Yeah, I played SoulBlazer as a Let's Play. If you go to my channel on YouTube, I have like a very, very small handful of Let's Plays, and this was one of them. Manual. I don't know if there's a map. Oh, there is. There's a poster, which I do have for that also. SoulBlazer bringing out some games I never heard of. Yeah, I like that. I like good games. I would hope, Rocky. I like introducing people to new stuff as long as it's good. Yeah, I did SoulBlazer. I have a few. I haven't gone back to watch those old Let's Plays, but that was like the old equipment and everything, and I like. Well, they were like standard Let's Plays, I think. So cleaning your consoles is well worth the effort if you know how to do it. Yeah. If it's never been done before. Even though most consoles aren't CD based, don't have moving parts, you'd be surprised how much dust. Oh yeah, those systems. I can't tell you how much. Oh boy. Okay, this is where we left off. This is definitely where we left off, because that is not good at all. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. You see that? Everybody see that? That's good battery corrosion. All right, we got an actual cleaning job here, peeps. All right, so let's take care of this. Hey, Real Edgy and Sean, thank you so much for the subs, guys. Very, 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 very much appreciate that. What a good time for it too, as we tackle this yikes situation. Yeah, this is we're gonna have to bust out the toothbrush a little bit here. All right, I'm trying not to get too much of it on my hands. I really should have gloves for some of this battery corrosion, but I don't imagine that this much battery corrosion is gonna do any serious damage. We get off the big chunky stuff. Okay. Whew. Yeah, that's brutal. Right. So let's see. We get it's dust. You know what I mean? Oh, I can smell it. Here, do you smell it? Oh, it's so bad. I'm sorry. That was dumb. That was dumb to put this up to the camera so that you could smell it. I should put it up to the microphone. There we go. All right, so that's not bad. Sorry, I coughed a little bit there. Smells like monitor. All right, so that's not. Where's our scratch and sniff interactive cards? Yeah, I can see the dust. Like, here, we'll Bob Ross it. We'll brush it up against something down here. That's not bad. That actually did a lot of work. All right. So now let's get at it Let's get at it with some Q-tips here. Right, I don't smell it. I've been duped. Let's Play, you got to sub for a year. You got to drop 20 gift subs in order to be able to smell it. That's the problem. Bad thing about the Q-tips is that they get caught on everything. You should replace the batter if you should you replace the batter if you see corrosion like that, or just wait till it dies completely? Well, it's basically dead at this point. I don't know that the battery will really work in this condition. I sincerely doubt it will. Okay, so yeah. See, look at what it does to the Q-tip. They look so goofy. Here, we'll peel off some of the. No, it's still got some alcohol on there, so we'll. Everything. There's no broken connections or anything though, so that's good. Thank God, because I don't know how to fix any of that stuff. I'm a horrible solderer. Solderer? What's the word? What word would you give to someone who practices soldering things? Would you say that they are a student in the art of sodomy? No, that's probably not. That's probably not a good one. All right, so we can at least clean the contacts here. Wipe some of that down. Get really in there. Solder specialists, solders, but yeah, I soldering. I hate that word, the solder. It's like, spell it right. Okay. That's as good as we need it to be. I'm not going to change the batteries since I don't know how, but I've gotten a whole lot better, but soldering just makes me feel all stressful. Yeah, for me, I'm kind of heavy-handed, so I don't know how much I'd be able to be effective in soldering. All right. Yeah, a metal melter. There we go. I like it. Get some of the loose stuff off. We use the Q-tip and get into the. Welding is where it's at. A lot of fun. Really hot though. Well, I mean, the problem with welding is that these Super Nintendo games don't hold up very well to a weld. All right, little bit of the rubbing alcohol. I don't use anything else. I know that people talk about using this or that in order to clean their games, and use this, use Windex, and like I use Windex from time to time, but I noticed that alcohol like this. Alcohol and I do lighter fluid. They like lighter fluid, especially if you want to get off like sticker residue or something. I think lighter fluid works fantastically. Okay. Oh no, I lost the screw. Okay. That's okay. That's what the tray is here for. Lighter fluid is lit. Yeah, I use if you get if for anybody that has those Zippo refillable lighters, I use the fuel that goes for those. It's like a little bottle, and then it's got like a little squeezy nozzle on it, I guess. Those, that's what I use for like sticker residue and all. Just you got to be super careful with that, because that stuff, like if you get it on a label, it'll run the ink off the label. Like it'll completely damage a label. Yeah, I've heard of that before too. The pencil erasers to get off. If I've heard of that for the contacts. When you want to clean the contacts, especially for the real big chunky stuff. I mean, I've cleaned off some pretty gross rust off of cartridges before, back when I used to work in a store. I generally don't know how to clean cards since I work mostly with USB stuff. It's really simple. It's, I use a high alcohol content rubbing alcohol, Q-tips, paper towels. Hey, Spider, happy birthday. I am so sorry I did not message you the other day for your birthday. So I very, very much apologize for that. I am like a bad internet person. This is SoulBlazer goes with it. This is a great game, by the way. This is a sort of Zelda style, like top-down, very, very cool follow up to Illusion of Gaia, which I have not finished yet. I'm bad because I haven't finished that yet. And then Terra Enigma. Like, I think you can play each of the games individually, but they all sort of work into each other. The two ActRaiser games, also from the same company. Some people, I personally like to include the ActRaiser into the storylines, but that's okay. Not everybody does. Illusion of Gaia stream went. I really should. Oh, you caught me off guard saying it now, so yeah, sorry about that, Spider. Always mention my NFL Blitz cart for N64. I had to scrub, brush, and erase that thing for hours to get it clean and working. It had bad soda corrosion, battery corrosion, and everything you can think of. Oh boy. I need to get the SNES East games. There's only, in the US, they only released one. The US only got Ease 3, Wanderers from Ease. I think in Japan, they got 3, 4, 5, and possibly 6. ActRaiser can fit into the Illusion of Gaia story. I think it can. I think it fits very easily, actually. All right. So this is Space Megaforce. This game came out in Japan, and I don't know about the UK, as a game called Super Aliste. This game is. I remember I bought this game. It's a shoot 'em up. I remember I bought that game for like $5 at the store that I worked at. We had a bunch of like miscellaneous games, so we'd sell them for $5. And I was big into shoot 'em ups back then. I still kind of am. Like, I still like them, but I don't follow the shoot 'em up world like I used to. And so I bought it. Like, okay, this is pretty cool. I was at a store maybe like 2 years ago, and I saw it in the shelf, and it was about $150 for just a cartridge. And I thought, what? Europe, it was also Super Aliste. I was like, what? Okay, that's a little weird. Like, maybe this is one of those places that just tries to rip people off. I went home and looked online, and sure enough, that game went crazy high in price. I keep looking at my camera as if my camera is on, which I could turn my camera on, but I don't. You know what's also funny? I'm wearing my headphones that I use to monitor the audio coming out of my mixer. But because of the ASMR setup, my mixer is off. So I am literally wearing these headphones for nothing. Let's get off some of the excess. What does ASMR mean? ASMR. You can Google the actual words. Yeah, they're like cosmetic. Well, it's funny, Spider. They're not even cosmetic headphones because no one can see me. You can't see me when I got my cans on. Thank you. Autonomous sensory meridian response. It is my understanding, the way I explain it is that it is the practice of sensory stimulation using audio. Yeah, at least my ears won't be cold. Okay, that should be good. A feeling of well-being combined with a tingling sensation in the scalp and down the back of your neck as experienced by some people in response to specific gentle stimulus, often a particular sound. How technical of it. That's a cat hair. Sagers. Cat hairs. Okay. Which, funny enough, John activates my ASMR. John, are you still here? Do you hear that? If you're still here, you trigger Autumn's ASMR. Wait, I love the first Lunar game, but the voice acting is fantastically cheesy, but if you can get into them, it's surprisingly engaging and actually adds to the story. Greg isn't a fan. Hey, when did I say I wasn't a fan? I mean, unless I told you that story. But I don't know if I told you that story. So we're just going to assume that you... Oh my God, yes I have. I've been streaming for too long. See? I've been streaming my I need to start streaming new games so I can get a new audience. So that I need an audience that hasn't heard my stories. So that's Space Megaforce. This is actually a really, really good game. And I've only got one game left. I would always do 5 at a time. So we're going to just do one more. So we got Starfox. Starfox is funny. I don't have... I have the manual, but I don't have anything else. Yeah, Starfox is one of those games that I think I got this game maybe a year or two ago because I thought I had it. It was this game and F-Zero, where like they're such basic games to own. It never occurred to me that I didn't have them. Do a barrel roll. 30 months. You've been streaming 30 months. The only reason I remember is because you and I have discussed... we did discuss it on stream. Okay. Well, Autumn says they have not heard the story. The story was that that's... Okay, so I think we talked about this before. This is the FX chip, right? Like one of the big FX chip, which did the 3D graphics. Is somewhere buried in here. I don't remember. Hold on, let me see here. That's RAM. That's so weird. It's funny because it looks like there's contacts up here, right? These look like contacts for something else. That's probably here. Was it Mario chip? I guess maybe that's it. But yeah, so this is a Super FX game. Yeah, it looks strange. Like it's I want to say it's legit. It's got Nintendo on it, but it doesn't look like the other ones because the It's the GSU1. You got a very early print if that's going back. Okay, yeah. No, the blobs are good. The blobs, I think the chip is underneath the blobs, and they're there to make sure that it never moves, that it never dislodges. And then there's like a grounding plate. Like, look, you see the metal right here? It contacts with this point right here. And then I guess that grounds it so that it doesn't freak out. That's kind of cool. The people that come up with this stuff, man, we owe them. We owe them so much. All right, so we got this. Yeah, it's buried under all of that crap. Oh yeah, so the thing with Lunar was that I worked at a store when the Lunar remake came out on PlayStation, and this guy that worked there, he was this massive Lunar fan. So he would tell me like, "Oh, you've got to play it. You've got to play it. It's got this. It's got that." And he would like beat it into my brain. So finally, I went to go and play it. I borrowed a copy from the store. It was used. It was a rental, so it was legit. We were allowed to borrow them. And then I went home and I tried it. And for the life of me, all I could hear while trying to play the game was his voice in my head telling me how great it was. All I could hear was, "Oh my God," and then this part was this character comes up, and it's amazing, and I could hear his voice, and it was driving me crazy. So I turned it off. Like, I couldn't play the game anymore. And I remember I saw him, and I said, well, he asked me like what I thought, and I said, like, yeah, it's okay. I didn't have the heart to tell him, like, sorry, dude, you wouldn't shut up in my head. And I had to turn the game off. This looks pretty clean. Yeah, this is clean enough. Oh yeah, that's rock solid, so we're okay there. So this goes this way, right? Yeah. Okay. Good job, Starfox. It's okay. We're going to put you back together now. Yeah. See, there we go. Not difficult at all. What time is it? It's 1. And let's see. Now it's 1. The game was good, but it's not the greatest game ever. You talking about Lunar? We're not talking. I was talking about Lunar, by the way. I mean, I do want to play it. I do really want to go back to it. You know what? I can definitely go back to it now because I don't hear his voice in my head anymore. So I feel like I can play it comfortably. I hope you're able to play it at some point, but I also understand if you don't, the game is good, but if it's room for you, yeah, I think I'd be able to play it now. It's just a matter of finding a copy, because I actually don't have a copy of that game. I never bought that, or the Working Designs special editions, where it's like the big box sets, like Arc the Lad and the 2 Lunar games. I know there was a handful more. I never got them. I didn't. Yeah, I didn't hate them. I had no dislike for them or anything. But yeah, I never really picked them up. Probably because the prices went high not long after they got released. For me, that's Killer 7. A friend lent it to me and went on about how amazing it was, and I forced myself to play it for an hour, and I was like, I don't get it. Oh, on stream or personally, I would play that personally. It's RPGs. I know since they take so long, I don't want to play them on stream for too long. I had another box copy without the map. With Dragoon without the map. Ugh. What am I, a poor person? Come on. Nah. Just teasing. I was thinking of getting a copy, and I saw the price. Yeah, it's a bit insane to get some of those games. And it's sad, but you can run them now. There's a lot of emulators and stuff. There's emulators out there that are good enough to run some of those games. Okay, so we got. What do we got? No, hang on. Trying to remember how I did this. There we go. And I think I do that. And then, right? Yeah, there you go. What, for next time you do this, show us my Yu-Gi-Oh cards. You want to see my old Yu-Gi-Oh cards that have no relevance whatsoever? I mean, I can show them to you, but they're not any good. It's on the Vita PS3 for like $15. Yeah, see, it's at this point it's easier to play the Lunar games and all. Just very emulators, apps. The PS Plus or whatever the heck it's called. I barely remember Enix being a separate company from Square Enix. Yeah, it was it's Square, and then I don't know what happened with Square that they became Square Soft, but you had Square and Enix, and then they joined together, and they became Squeenix, is what we used to call them. Were they? Hang on a second here. I wanted to see something. Valkyrie Profile. No, they were Enix. They were just Enix when Valkyrie Profile was made. So it would be after that. At some point after that. You can also edit the ISO of a Sega CD game to change the region. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's all. Oh, that's why all that emulation and stuff. It's much easier to play those games as opposed to buying a $150 PlayStation copy. It's just not worth it anymore. Not in that way. Especially not for an RPG. I mean, I love it for collection purposes. Cracking my back a little. Is SoulBlazer on the Switch? I don't think pretty much any of these are. Like Starfox is. And that's about it. I think so. I think that's about it. Yeah, most of these, like, I don't remember if SimCity is on the Switch or not. But yeah, like SkyBlazer, SkyBlazer. Well, it just occurred to me that there's SkyBlazer and SoulBlazer. Space Megaforce, which nobody even remembers exists. And of course, Starfox is up on the Switch. So, okay, I think that's gonna do it for now. We usually only do 5 games. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Ice Rider. I'm so sorry. I have the sounds off for that. I'm really sorry. I meant to disable the sound effects. I don't want you paying for things that you can't listen to. So I apologize for that. I Ice Rider, if you're ever on when I'm doing a regular stream, I owe you one. I owe you an oof. Okay, we're gonna wrap it up right now. So thank you, everybody. I very much appreciate everybody stopping in and having a listen and having a look as we clean up some games. I want to make this a little bit more common. I don't know if I'm going to do it on any sort of set schedule, but I definitely want to make this a little more common. And I will be uploading these to YouTube. So if you're watching right now and you want to watch it again, feel free to click the VOD or wait for it to go on YouTube, or just if you're watching it on YouTube for the first time, double check and check back on the Twitch channel. Be sure to follow, and maybe you'll catch one of these live. Oh, Ice Rider. Okay, so your screen froze. I was telling you that I apologize because I have the sound effects turned off for right now. So the next time I see you in stream, I owe you a free oof. But thank you so much, everybody. Hold on, let me get. I didn't have access to my buttons. Thank you, everybody, very much. I very much appreciate everybody stopping in and hanging out and listening to just nice sort of cool, relaxing vibe. Hopefully, if you like this, feel free to say so on Twitter. If you did not like this, feel free to say so on Twitter. and either way, I will probably continue doing them. But thank you, everyone, and have an amazing night, and get yourself some sleep.